We're doing it. We're live. It's
We
time. We're
are.
here. Hey, welcome to the Death Metal Cast, everybody. We're totally ready to do this. Hey, I'm Ben, joined by Sam, Liam, and Javier. And today we are doing something weird, doing
You know what
something
I'm drinking?
fun, hopefully.
You know what's inside of
Hmm?
this?
Milk?
You know what I've been sucking on?
Please
Water,
no.
not
Okay.
milk. I'm not a fucking
Yeah,
weirdo.
anyone who drinks milk,
I like
I don't
milk.
know,
What?
bud.
Okay, no. I want to
I
sorry,
got,
deviation for a second.
Let's
If you get
shame
me
milk
some
drinkers real quick.
some a full whole milk. Have you
Mhm.
ever drank some and then you're like, "Damn, that was amazing. I need to have more of it." Like
No.
I could legitimately down like a full half pint or half gallon of milk just drinking it. If I need like a sandwich maybe, but I think I could polish it all off. It's so
Okay.
no,
good.
So
I don't think I've ever in my adult life drank milk in like a
It's
glass.
good.
Especially, I don't
I've
know
drank a
why.
glass of milk. I've drank a glass of milk once in my life, and I can say that
What?
confidently
Yeah.
because maybe you guys don't remember.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was deathly allergic to dairy for the first 18 plus years of my life.
That's
Um,
awful.
and then when there was a certain point when my allergist was like trying a bunch of different tests on me. When I was a kid, I was allergic to freaking everything. I had terrible immune system. Did the whole allergy shot sequence,
Oh, that sucks.
6 shots a week
Yep.
kind of thing. Um, and eventually, the immune system improved thanks to that whole treatment.
Yeah.
And then uh, when I was 17, I did a blood test regarding my dairy allergy and was told it's permanent. You're always going to be deathly, and it's not lactose intolerance. It's like
Oh,
actual
oh,
allergy, right?
Oh my
Hives,
god.
mm.
hospital, death, that kind of thing. Um, but then when I was 18, they were like, "Hey, there's like a new blood test. Like it's been redone. We want to try it again." And it was gone. The allergy was just gone, just mysteriously
Whoa.
vanished.
That's insane.
And so, but they were like, "Okay, this seems too good to be true. We're not going to just let you loose on ice cream and cheese and everything.
Yeah.
We're going to do a test." And the test was you're going to come into the allergist office for an 8-hour day and drink a whole glass of whole milk, starting with like a little bit and then a little bit more and then a little bit more, a little bit more. And then you're just going to sit there for an hour each time and we're going to watch and see what happens. And it was disgusting. It was the grossest shit I've ever had in my life.
I,
What? You
I
don't
thought you were
Oh
about to be
my
okay,
like, "Oh, it's the
god.
best thing ever."
We're
a
designed to
couple things
love
here.
milk.
Well, for a little while, yes. And milk is a magic ingredient. You can do so much stuff. I put milk in, so I put it in my coffee. I bake
That
with
goes
it all
without
the
saying.
time. It's great. Drinking straight milk is disgusting. Aptly, I said that. Milkman in the chat says Sam has weak bones. No, I don't, sir. My bones are historically powerful and potent calcium sticks.
Virile.
Virile bones. They have never. I've broken my finger got broken, and it was under extreme circumstances. There are many times I should have broken a bone. Let me tell you. Also, I do want to, while we're on the topic of drinks that are disgusting, I just saw it over here, and Chad isn't here to complain. Chad hates when we besmirch any brand that even there's the slightest potential that he likes. I do like Liquid Death. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
And I talked shit about them having Fruit Loops water or like Fruity Pebbles
Oh,
water, and
no, I
y'all
don't know
were
about
like,
that.
Sam, it's not that crazy. These sons of bitches, they've just put out a toasted Pop Tart iced tea. They need to be held back.
What the fuck
Oh
does that even
god.
mean?
I
I'm
don't
ordering it right
know.
now.
Pop Tart iced tea?
They just need to calm their shit down. Anyways, we can talk about Homelander now. I just wanted a tiny rant while Chad wasn't here, so Chad can be like, "Oh, don't talk bad about Liquid Death." Like, we like their
Do they have
product.
bacon
I can
water?
criticize their weird fucking water. That's probably why they're making it, so people like us talk about it. I don't think anybody's out
Yeah.
there like Pop Tart iced tea. Like, no, they're doing a weird thing, and they should. It's fucking. They have fudge water. Get the fuck out of here.
They should
I'll
rethink
tell
their
you what.
life. Is that what you're going for?
I can't
Anyway,
wait
the
to
good
try it now,
news
though.
is after drinking a whole glass of whole milk for the whole
Yeah.
day, went
Straight
home
from
and
the
finally,
breast.
for the first time in my life, had actual ice cream. Amazing. Anyway, let's get into what we're actually here to talk about
Yeah.
today,
Yeah.
which is the most infamous milk drinker of the modern era. Um, everybody's favorite guy they want to see die horrifically, Homelander. Does he have a? He doesn't have a last name, right? Like it's just John slash Homelander.
Yeah, no, it's I don't think he has a last name.
They
Because he
literally
was built
built
in a
and
lab.
born in a lab or whatever
Yeah,
kind of thing. All
eaten
right,
with
all right.
sticks. Not
Okay,
actually.
so the boys wrapped up recently. Whether or not
Yeah,
you like the last season, it's up to you. The point here is we get requests for Homelander all the fucking time, right?
yeah,
Ever since we did Homelander versus Omni Man, we've gotten requests for Homelander all the time, and there's always like a mix, right? There's or not a mix. Sorry, there's always one of two directions that these requests go. It's either who can Homelander actually beat, or who can kill him as hard and violently as possible. So what we want to do today is this is going to be a little bit of a different Death Metal cast. Normally, we're here. We take two different characters and we do like a full on debate throughout the whole show, and then we vote at the end for who would win a death battle. Today, we're going to be just discussing the different possible Homelander matchups and just see if any of these matchups actually result in Homelander winning. Hopefully not, but we'll see because nobody actually wants to see you win, right? um, but and of course, like we want these matchups to be interesting, right? We're not just gonna say like, oh, we're gonna pit them up against just some random guy, right?
yeah.
Who obviously he could win against because like
Superman,
he's
or
or
yeah, or
obviously he will lose against, sure.
yeah.
But like we're not gonna pin him up against somebody who doesn't have any superpowers at all because like that's
Mhm.
why would we do that? That's not a very
Yeah.
interesting death battle, right? So the matchup has to be interesting in some way. Um, and maybe we will find a matchup where Homelander actually wins legitimately, but it will ultimately be up to you guys watching live right now. Every time we pick a character, we'll discuss it a little bit, throw a poll up in the chat, and you guys will vote whether Homelander should win or the other character should win. So we'll see where you guys are landing on those matchups. Um, I don't know how this is going to go. I'm very curious how this is going to go. Liam has spent some time digging into a couple popular matchups, but we're also going to be taking suggestions from chat. So if there is a matchup that you want us to discuss or look into, we will do that live right here. But first, let's set the base. Let's set the baseline.
Yeah.
Liam, who is Homelander? What does he do?
Okay. Yeah. What is his ambition? His ambition, his goals. So Homelander is a soup from the boys. They're superheroes that are owned and uh, financially co-opted by Vought, which is the originator of the Compound V formula, which is what gives soups superpowers. Um, Homelander is their number one guy. He is their Superman. He is the like son kind of Soldier Boy, who was their original number one guy. He was their Captain America. But John, Little John, was made to essentially be a better Soldier Boy, a more marketable Soldier Boy. Um, and that was a huge fucking mistake. So he was essentially born from like he was a test tube baby, raised in a lab, tested, tortured, made to be the strongest guy ever, and he basically is like in the world of the boys. Basically, no one is as strong as Homelander. Um, the Compound V inside of him, just in terms of like talking about soups in general, it makes them effectively bulletproof. It makes them super strong. It increases their lifespan. Um, Even characters like the Deep, who are hilarious losers, are still like capable of fighting. They still have super strength. They can still fight like at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, like surviving the intense pressure of the ocean. They're very very strong. But Homelander himself can fly. He has heat vision, which is at least like 500 degrees Fahrenheit. He has like a sonic scream when he screams really. I don't. It's not like a specific technique. I think he's just so strong. His diaphragm is so strong that when he screams, it creates like a shockwave that can blow people's ears out. He has like increased perception. Like he can move and run around in slow motion. super fast. He has X-ray vision. His senses are basically perfect. He could hear and see and smell and taste things from like super super far away. Um, he has like a minor healing factor that's notable in the comics. And spoilers for season 5 of The Boys. He is immortal because he gets injected with the like original version of Compound V V1, which is way stronger but also more dangerous, and he gets immortality from that, and that's sort of what makes him think he's like literally God. There's a joke where they like they say he's like the second coming of Jesus, and he's like, actually no, I'm actually it's the first coming of actual God. Um, and he has tons of resistances, like extreme temperatures. There's famously a scene in like season 1 or 2 where they talk about like one of the ways that they tested his durability is they put him in this chamber that would just turn up the temperature until it was like burning, and he was able to survive all of that. And then, of course, he tells the guy that did that to him to go in there, and he burns him alive. So he's not a very nice guy.
Well,
One of
I
his
mean,
best speed feats. One of his best speed feats is in the finale episode, actually, where he has a conversation with Elon Musk, and then takes him into space in a couple of seconds. um, yeah, he's literally just like he comes up and he comes back down. He's like, "What? He's an astronaut." Um, yeah, and Stan Edgar himself has compared his power to a neutron bomb, so he's incredibly, incredibly powerful.
all right. Well, before we get into opponents, I feel like there are a couple of super chats maybe we should highlight. Um, Cody Briner saying, "What an odd first fight for Pride Month." Yeah, fair.
Who's more prideful than Homelander?
Yeah,
Come
who's
on.
got more pride than
Yeah.
Homelander?
Yeah.
Maybe not the pride you're thinking, but still, we're on it. Liam, I thought you were dead. The paper and Yuji Genji said so. We're gonna get
I
a
came back
couple
to
of
life.
those.
I
Yeah.
have high multiversal conceptual.
We had to
regeneration.
bring him back to life because none of the rest of us wanted to actually look
Yeah.
into Homelander.
Yeah.
Joe
We gotta
asking,
bring Liam
or
back.
Joe reminding us, which is a good thing. Thank you, Joe. That fireside chat is tomorrow. So if you want to know specific questions about Yuji Denji, that'll be the place to go do it. So thank you very much, Joe. And no, I don't think we will be showing the preview that we showed at Comic Palooza of the upcoming fight, which a lot of people have questions about, mainly what brought us to do Sentry Boy versus Prime as next fight.
Sentry
Yeah.
Boy.
Sentry. I mean, I'm trying to go through these
Sentry
efficiently.
Boy.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So if you have not seen it, Yuji versus Denji just went up. Check it out. I'm very proud of how that turned out. Man, Zach took on that animation. It looks so freaking good. And tomorrow we are doing our ballot banter as usual in the afternoon. And then at 5 p.m. Central or 6 p.m. Eastern, there will be a fireside chat for YouTube members. We also did re-release pitches. Pitches were open on the store on deathbattle.gg. Once again, we
Joe
tried to
got
like
one of 'em.
tier them this time. We tried to like, be like,
Yeah.
okay, so certain members will like have access to it first. Membership tiers on the website have access to it first. To hopefully like spread it out a little bit, make sure that people have opportunities to grab them. They still sold out in like under an hour, which is crazy. So thank you everybody who got a pitch. We're excited to hear everybody's pitches and hang out with you guys. The main thing with the pitches, of course, is that like they're such an integral like piece to help like fund the show. Death Battle is not a cheap show to make. So having something like these pitches is just a huge boon to help us like continue funding the show and keep it going. So thank you everybody for picking up a pitch or for being a member on the website or on YouTube. It's hugely important to keeping the show going.
Yeah, it's
So thank you
very much our Patreon. It's like these are Patreon rewards essentially. Like
basically, yeah.
'cause yeah.
It's a good way to put it. All right, so Homelander.
Yeah.
Who the hell is going to kill Homelander? So you may have noticed that the thumbnail has 3 characters. We're going to start with those 3 and see how this goes. I think a common one that comes up one of the more common requests that we see is Albert Wesker, Resident Evil's
Yes.
own Homelander in a way.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
I guess Wesker would have been the one to like create Homelander, right? Maybe
Well,
Nemesis is more so Homelander's or Resident Evil's
Wesker
own
is
Homelander.
also, I mean, he has the virus in him, so he's kind of like
Mm,
the genetic, and
yeah.
he works for Spencer, or worked for Spencer at one point. You can kind of see him as sort of like he's like a BOW himself, sort of.
I forget. In RE1, is he like accidentally injected or was it the plan all along? I can't remember
I
what happens
believe
to
it
him
was
in
the plan
RE1.
all along. I believe he worked with Spencer
Okay.
like all along, and he was essentially playing the long game the entire time.
Right. Okay. 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 So,
Um,
you looked into Wesker a little bit for this, right? Um,
yes,
do you think Homelander actually stands a chance against him? I mean,
I'm
it's
gonna
Wesker.
actually,
He's got some
yeah,
powers, but like he's not
he's got some
Homelander,
crazy
right?
powers, but he's not
Does he?
Homelander. Here's
Hmm.
the thing. I at first would have thought that Homelander would easily defeat him just based on like the fact that he can fly and shoot fucking laser beams. It is, for what it's worth, it is lava that ultimately kills Wesker, right? So the heat vision might be like a good way to actually get a kill in. But Wesker is essentially like a living virus. Like he's in control of the Ouroboros virus, which is the most insane, most powerful virus in Resident Evil. I mean, maybe that's been surpassed since then, but I believe it's like the big dog. Um, and like what's interesting is that so Homelander, there's a character that states, like a scientist character that states that like um in order to like affect Homelander with a virus or something, like he's so resistant, like something like anthrax would never work on him, right? It just wouldn't get close. Um, in order to like infect Homelander, the virus would need to be so powerful it could infect like everybody in the world in like a global pandemic. It would need to be like a global pandemic level virus. But that's like fucking child's play in Resident Evil, right? And
Yeah.
the Ouroboros is like absolutely explicitly able to infect like everybody in the entire world on like a global
Mm.
scale. And Wesker can like reach out and like
Yeah.
grab into you with his tendrils and infect you with it. And
Ye
once you get hit with it, if you're not able to like manage it, you're fucked. You're done. You
Yeah,
turn into like
but I
pustules.
do feel like managing it, at least in the, like I know it's gameplay, but for Resident Evil is like,
Yeah.
I've eaten a green plant.
Yeah,
So, like, there's a little
yeah.
bit like I do think you're, like, somewhat correct in, like, the whole
We'll ignore
zombie thing,
those.
but, like, Chris Redfield would be a virus dead virus man if that was that
Yeah,
effective,
yeah.
right? They don't have,
I've
like,
never
some
Well,
I've never fully understood why the characters are immune. I'm sure it's stated
gameplay,
like
like, I
very
mean
like yeah, like early on in this.
yeah.
I'm sure like somebody says like, "Oh, I've been infected so many times it doesn't really fuck with me." But yeah, gameplay. They just never get hit, I think
Yeah.
canonically.
I think there's also
Yeah,
something
I mean,
about
don't they like develop
there
cures the whole way through? Like the only one that like
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
lands is the one that's on Jill for a while. But like
well,
At the
they're
end of
constantly
Requiem,
they're constantly
yeah.
drugging themselves up
I could have
to avoid
sworn
these
there was
viruses.
a point of it that specifically they had some level of exposure to the T virus from the Raccoon City event
Yes,
that
Mm,
gives
yes.
them
yeah.
like antibodies to a lot of these things. I believe is like
Yeah.
some plot point in Resident Evil from my understanding of it.
In the
So
most recent
Yeah, it's
one,
like evolving
that's
stuff.
like
yeah.
it comes back to like start infecting them, like the survivors of Raccoon City start to
Oh
be
really?
infected by it, like hurt by
Yeah.
it, and then the game is essentially finding a cure for the T virus, and curing it. Um, yeah, so I think Wesker, like, if he just gets his hands on Homelander, could probably just infect him with Ouroboros and fuck his shit up. I think Homelander is smarter. I mean, sorry, Wesker is smarter than Homelander. He's a better fighter. Like, if you've played Resident Evil 4, you do kung fu shit like crazy on those fucking Ganados, and it's awesome. Um, tons of weapons. Uh, a really insane healing factor. Homelander does actually have a healing factor, but it's like very small wounds, like shallow wounds that he can heal over time. Whereas Wesker is like, you know, you can rip him apart and he'll like he has to be fully disintegrated
Mm.
to be destroyed.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no
what's the most
Um,
he
example.
can regen from?
Is there an example of Homelander like I'm trying to remember it during like season 3 when he fights Butcher and Soldier Boy and they kind of
yeah,
like beat him up. He's like he doesn't just instantly heal from those wounds, right? He's right, he's got like a black eye or like a bruise
yeah,
for like a whole episode. Yeah,
yeah,
so he
yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
heal that quickly. I mean, quicker
No.
than like a normal person, obviously, but like he's not going if
It's
Wesker
not
like rips off his
Wolverine
arm.
levels by any
Yeah,
means.
yeah,
No.
yeah. He's not going to just regrow or even
Yeah.
reattach his arm. So Wesker's healing factor is like way better than
Yeah,
Homelander.
like he has like
Okay.
super like nemesis healing factor. Like you'd blow him up. If you blow him up enough, he'll just regenerate into a bigger, scarier monster, right?
So like he
Oh
dies
wow.
from lava because it's just consistently like
Burning
Because he's
dissolving
been
his
away.
getting
body,
pounded.
basically
Yeah,
burning him.
yeah,
But like
yeah.
Homelander doesn't have like Homelander can't expand his heat vision Superman style, right? He can't
Um,
just like bathe Wesker's whole body in super heat.
Also,
To my knowledge, he
also
doesn't do that.
Wesker doesn't really like die in. He dies from like being drowned in lava. He's just vibing in the lava while you fight him for the most part. It's only
that's-
until you trap him
Fair.
in the active volcano, I
Fair.
believe, to where we believe he is dead. Like
That's true.
you know, he is
Okay.
for most of the fight.
Maybe
He's
also-
just
saying
half
he's
in
weak to
lava,
lava is
and
a
he's
bit
like.
much.
I mean, it's just I think the
There's
bottom half
also-
of him's just burning away and regenerating, and he's cool with that life, right? But
yeah.
as long as it's not all of them at once.
He's got to be overwhelmed by it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also the fact that like, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but like, I think Wesker is actually faster than Homelander.
Oh god, it gets worse, guys. It gets
Wesker
worse.
has some dumb
Like-
speed feats, so that makes sense.
There's obviously a lot of like bullet dodging and stuff in Resident Evil. That's like no surprise that you would get into like supersonic stuff. Even if it's just the humans. Like the humans in Resident Evil are clearly superhuman, but we're talking Wesker here. He's very fast. There are like a notable amount of like light dodging, like laser dodging feats in Resident Evil. From the humans, from superhumans like Wesker.
Sure. Okay.
I brought this up in like an earlier cast as like kind of a joke, or as like a stretch, you know, like a stretch argument where there's a particle rifle that the villain in that it's like in one of the light gun games, they can dodge. It's apparently consistent. There's like multiple feats of like laser dodging. So if that's true, Homelander takes Elon Musk into orbit in like a few seconds, and I calc that out very roughly, and it was like Mach 200 something, you know, so give or take a little bit. Maybe it's as high as like Mach 1000 if you really stretch it, but that's nothing compared to like light speed or around there. So even if Homelander wanted to like fly up into the sky and like just pound him with heat vision, Wesker could just grab with like a tentacle and bring him back,
Well,
or like do the
also-
teleport.
You know what?
I also suspect Homelander's speed is not going to necessarily translate to like reaction and fight speed anyway, because at least the way they talk about it in
Yeah.
the show, the only one who seems to be able to react to like have slight like fast paced reactions is A-Train.
Yeah.
Homelander is typically like flying like he's compared to like a jet and things like that, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know that I mean maybe, but like I don't know that he'd be able to like fight at that speed anyway.
Well, let me throw Homelander a milk bone.
Yes.
On purpose,
Okay.
pun there. So what I want to know our opinions on his laser beams, like his eye lasers, because there is a scene in the first episode of season 5 where he's holding Huey, and as he sees Butcher enter the frame, he goes to laser him mid laser. It's like halfway to Huey's head, and then A-Train ends up actually saving him.
Oh, right.
Are we?
Yeah.
So would we consider? And then right after that, Homelander
Interesting.
chases A-Train. How fast would you think? Like, first of all, we have to really like get into the nitty gritty on like, are those eye lasers like lasers, right? Because I know there's like some physical aspects, but other times it's just like
They're heat.
literally straight. Yeah.
Maybe they move like heat.
Mhm.
What's the speed of heat?
I don't know if they've ever been called light speed or compared to like, I know Starlight, it would make sense for her stuff to be light speed.
You
Well,
could also say that
I
might be
forget.
electricity because she's
Well,
like
her stuff is like,
using
Yeah.
her
electric
stuff is like
Stuff might be plasma.
concentrated plasma. Yeah, her stuff is concentrated
Yeah,
plasma,
yeah,
whereas his
that's right,
eyes
it's not-
eyes are like.
It emits light.
I
It's
think
not
usually.
actual. Yeah. I don't know. I certainly he scales somewhat to A-Train. And there is like a scene in the that like cartoon short where it's like Homelander's first mission and he like accidentally kills everybody and he like tries to kill Black Noir. Where he is doing this like the Quicksilver like super speed thing as he's like overwhelming people's like reactions. But he was doing that to like regular people and it wasn't super crazy. A Train does the same thing and is able to like blitz Homelander. So I don't think that there is anything that could be like
Yeah.
necessarily comparable. I think hypersonic
Yeah.
to a degree makes sense.
Also, I will say he doesn't catch up to A Train. The only reason he
That's right.
does is because A Train trips. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rip, buddy.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Rip,
that
rip.
going back to the idea that like that's A Train's powers is speed,
Mhm.
right? You can't necessarily fight in the same way A Train would theoretically be able to.
I will say this.
Okay.
I will say I do have one thing. I do have one thing I want to add
Hmm.
in favor of Homelander. This is just in general.
Oh, okay.
In the comics, he might have like he might not have an amazing healing factor, but he can keep fighting when he's super mega fucked up. Sam, could you post Homelander 1?
Yes, sorry, I had to make sure. Do.
So that's Black Noir from the comics, which is who is a clone of Homelander, holding
Well-
Homelander's like pieces.
Okay.
And he's mega fucked up, right? Like he has his guts hanging out, he has part of his head missing. Obviously, if you rip his torso apart enough, he'll die like Homelander is down there. But if he's a clone of Homelander, like Homelander should be able to survive something like this. So he could take
Sure.
somewhat of a hit.
But also Black Noir in the comics is like cracked out Homelander. Right?
He is
Like,
cracked out
his-
Homelander, yeah.
His whole thing is that he's
I
like
did
just a fucking
things.
psychopath, like to a murderous degree.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
the Homelander we're talking about, I feel like is way more emotionally vulnerable, let's say.
Yeah, yeah. He's not that doesn't
and
have
I
that
don't know
dog
that
in him.
he'd necessarily be able to do the same kind of last stand without chickening out. I don't know,
Yeah.
but that is pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's so we've covered a lot of Homelander already, like and what he's capable of. So I feel like moving forward, we'll probably just focus on the opponents. But let
Yeah.
me get a poll up for Wesker and Homelander. Chat, if you're watching this live, let us know who wins. You know, I'll leave the poll up for a little bit. But like, I don't know, man. It seems a little
Whilst
seems a little
they
rough to me for Homelander here.
while they vote, do you want to hear some chat suggestions that we've gotten?
Sure.
Yeah.
Green Turret said, could he beat the boys spin-off show Gen V's main character, Maria Moreau? Is that, I think, how you say that? I don't know.
Maria Monroe, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. He's like the strongest character in the series, so I
So-
bet he could.
So what the kind of backstory on Marie is they both went through the same program that engineered
Oh.
like literally Homelander. They were the only two successful you know,
I see.
like projects that
That's
came
why
like
it would be
resulted from it.
interesting. Yeah. Gotcha.
They'll probably do a
might
spinoff
be-
at some point where they explore that.
Yeah. They
I would
actually
not be
canceled the-
surprised if they do a boys sequel like 5 years from now where there's a clone of Homelander.
Is
Already exists in the
Mhm,
comics.
yeah.
They'll do it again. I'm sure.
as
they will.
somebody who doesn't really
Um,
know shit about the boys, is it kind of the same like V for Vendetta story there with the whole like where you've been tortured? Because isn't that how Vendetta works too? Is he's like been in this weird
Uh,
Yeah.
kind-
Yeah, kind of.
kind
environment
I
where they stress
guess.
test his body and stuff?
Except
He's less sympathetic. It is like a Weapon X kind
Yeah.
of thing.
yeah,
Like,
okay,
that is
yes,
the
Weapon
idea.
X, yeah, okay.
Except he's just an asshole.
Yeah, well, obviously he's
he's-
a very different person than V,
yeah,
but yeah.
for sure. I suppose.
I saw Lily Mandragon say Homelander versus Captain Underpants is goaded.
Oh my god, stomp.
a
Oh my
lot
God,
of people-
One
I love
Cliporama,
that.
he's gone.
Kino and multiple other people have mentioned Red Keeper from Go-Go Loser Ranger. Go-Go Loser Ranger is to Super Sentai as boys is to superheroes, essentially.
Yeah.
And it seems like a very cool series. We see that suggestion a lot on Ballot Banter, and it seems very cool. Go-Go Loser Ranger is kind of on my list of to watch.
Yeah.
So I think that one definitely makes a lot of sense. So a lot of has-been hotel
right.
suggestions and such.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So let's go ahead and wrap up this poll. Got Homelander only has 18% of the vote.
Wow. Okay. I
Yeah,
don't think
I
it's
thought
that
it was going
much
to be
of a
closer
stomp.
for Wesker.
Yeah. I think
Um,
it's somewhat debatable, probably.
yeah, just
But, like,
like
they
the next one I
debated it.
wanted to talk about, which is Titan from Megamind. So
Yes.
Titan, this one is probably maybe the most popular one that I've seen, or at least it comes up a lot. Homelander versus Titan. Yeah, I mean, for obvious reasons, they're just like dickheads with Superman style powers, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I feel like we're generally familiar with Titan, so I think we can kind of like keep this one a little short. But Liam, like you were looking into this one as well. What do you think
Yeah.
about this pairing?
I actually think this one is pretty debatable, and I think Homelander
Mm,
even might win this.
no way.
It depends on.
No way. Have you seen what happens in the Megamind movie? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, he like what happens in it is stuff that I think Homelander is roughly capable of, right? Like throwing skyscrapers and blasting. You know, he carves up like the part of the city to look like his heat vision. For what it's worth, Homelander has been stated that like he could level a city in like a few minutes. Very vague and nebulous to what that means, but like he could still do like damage to a city with his heat vision. Um,
Does
yeah,
Homelander take down a building at any point in the
I
show?
was
Um,
trying to think of that, and I genuinely cannot think of like one instance.
He does not, but he does like scale to feats that are like building level for sure. Let me
Yeah.
pull that. Let me find the feats. It's just
Like if he
stuff
was gonna
like
take down a building, he would have to like go to each like structural like beam or whatever and punch through it before the building comes down. He wouldn't be able to just smash through it and knock it all down, right? Like he doesn't
Well, I
have
mean,
that
think
kind of
about
power.
like yeah, absolutely. I think he could. And I'm going through a lot of
Could
different.
you just
lasers
eye
here.
laser the bottom and just like cut it and then throw it?
I don't think his heat vision is that strong. I don't
yeah.
think he can go through a whole building. It's
Well,
like
okay, there is
when he
one.
destroys the airplane,
Yeah.
the heat vision doesn't go through the airplane, does it? I think it just hits the airplane. What
I
did you
think
It
it
find,
goes
Liam?
doesn't
through.
cut it
It
all
cuts
the way
through.
through. It like
Yeah.
it gets like halfway through because
Okay.
it still glides and falls down after.
Our very own
Yeah,
There
yeah, yeah.
is-
It
Billy in
doesn't slice it completely in half.
our very
Mhm.
own Billy in the chat says Homelander feats versus Amazon's budget limits. That may be part of
I
it, Billy.
feel like actually, given how we work with animation a lot, I feel
Yeah.
like cutting an airplane in half is actually easier than like having a whole destruction sequence where it's like moving down because then you just
Oh yeah.
pop the model in half.
Yeah.
So anyway, what did you finally?
Yeah, there is a statement by Stan Edgar that he could that Homelander's power, and he says it like just there's no like he's not trying to hype Homelander up or anything like that. He's just saying it. He is comparable to a neutron bomb, which would be about 1 kiloton of TNT. So like a low
Okay.
yield or relatively low yield nuke. Um, and for what it's worth, like he has been like when people have compared Homelander to like higher yield nukes, they say no, he can't survive that. Stillwell in the comics, who is basically Stan Edgar, says like no, a nuke would kill him. So you could maybe say that like a lower yield bomb, like a neutron bomb, could kill him, but anything above that would be too much. Although, just being fair, Sam, there is Homelander 2, that feat there, the image that I sent you. I mean, what else are we supposed to take from
No,
this?
Javi's missing.
I mean, look at this.
I
Homelander,
disappeared.
the
Here's the
size.
thing, does this actually
comparable to the
happen in
size
the
of a planet.
show?
Did you see the finale?
I have not.
Can't say that it didn't happen in the finale.
I can. That most
Yeah,
certainly
no,
does
it
not
didn't.
happen.
Yeah, this is an ad.
Also, with the same roundabout argument, I don't see him shooting his heat vision. His eyes aren't even glowing right now. Who's to say that explosion on the Earth even occurred because of him? Maybe he's just watching a nuke go
No,
off that
I think that
somebody
is
else set off.
not only
Completely
is-
unrelated to Homelander.
Not only
you-
is that true and a good counter argument, I think that is very much the intention, is that Homelander is watching Earth be destroyed, but he's not doing anything. I think that's obviously the case.
Exactly.
Do you remember the reasoning
okay.
for why he couldn't lift that airplane? Was it because he like literally couldn't, or was there some extra reasoning?
It's a physics thing. He said that
Yeah.
like because
okay.
he had nothing to like push off against, he would just punch through the airplane, which is like how physics would actually.
Got it.
Yeah, it's why you
Okay.
couldn't do that in real life.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So, but you think Titan is debatable? Because like,
Yes.
what about
Yeah.
that scene? Titan has all of Metro Man's powers, and Metro Man has one of the craziest speed feats of all time, where he literally goes through an entire midlife crisis in a fraction of a millisecond.
If you scale him completely to Metro Man, then yes, Titan nays on Homelander's obliterated corpse. But I don't think that's true. I think that I believe that Titan explicitly does not scale to Metro Man. He has like his powers are like cloned from like a piece of dandruff or something. Like it's like a he's like a much lesser version of Metro Man. Because when he like actually confronts Metro Man, he's like shitting his pants terrified, or who he thinks is Metro Man is actually Megamind. Um,
Well,
so
yeah, because he grew up idolizing the dude.
it's true. That's true. From what I know, I don't think Titan scales to Metro Man. I could be wrong. If he does, then obviously he eats
I
Homelander
I
do
don't
for
know,
think
breakfast.
chat. I feel like he just, I, I perhaps he's not quite at his level because his training was terrible.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
didn't quite, figure out how to do all the Metro Man stuff. But I mean, there's a point when he flies up to the city and just like burns through an
yeah.
entire block to write his name in like
Yeah.
in like a moment, right? And like
hmm
Homelander can't do that shit. Can he? I don't think he can.
Yeah, I mean,
So
if he could level a city in like a few minutes, that is like a statement from like a guidebook. Yes, there are guidebooks, for the boys.
Oh
If he
Lord.
could do that, then I think that's possible, comparable. Well, I'll say
all
this.
right.
I'll say this.
Mhm.
If they are comparable, Homelander technically has a lot more experience than
Mm,
Titan,
Mm.
that's fair.
and
Okay.
actually does have experience fighting people.
Does does Homelander have any actual combat training?
It's
Yeah,
a good
like
question.
he
Like, does he
I
know
feel
how to
like
fight?
the small bit
Titan
I
got
know
space
about
dad
him,
training.
he just kind of like stat stomps people. Like he just shows up and kills. Like he doesn't like get engaged in any kung fu fights or anything that requires like a lot of
He's
skill.
able
He
to
just punched
he's able
harder,
to
right?
fight he's able to fight Butcher and Soldier Boy at the same time. Um, despite them being comparable to him in terms of strength. I think that counts for something at least.
That's fair. Both of them definitely have training.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I mean, he gets taken down by them,
He does.
but
He is defeated, but it's 2-1, you know.
uh,
Not
and
he
and
doesn't know
he's
kung fu or anything. He's just a
right.
brawler,
He's
right?
he's
He
not
can
like a Krav Maga expert or anything like that.
No, no.
I think it's mostly just that because I think he would still be stronger than them because they were
Mhm.
just like they. I guess Soldier Boy is maybe somewhat comparable, but like Butcher at that point just had the standard compound V, like the same kind of strength that Starlight has, right?
Mhm.
So it's not like
Oh.
he was suddenly Homelander level.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put up a poll. I have a feeling it was their training that took him down there.
Mhm.
So let us know who you think wins this. I would be shocked if Titan would lose to Homelander, but maybe. I mean, Liam's made a pretty good argument for it, but like, I don't know. This one seems way less even to me than Wesker, but
Okay,
maybe
okay.
I'm just not. Maybe I'm just completely missing this. What do you
I
think,
think that
Sam?
that
Mm,
I ask as you drink.
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I like. uh, I think no, but I don't really know enough. I'm not. I
think no.
don't have the education for this one.
Wait,
Well,
have
I
you ever
think
seen Megamind?
No.
Sam's never seen Megamind. He did
Gasp.
watch
Didn't watch
our
our
episode on it, but you
episode.
know what?
Yeah, that's
We
about
gotta get
all I
Sam to
know
watch
about
Megamind.
it. It's our episode, so I have no exposure to either of those franchises.
Oh, somebody's at 69% in the poll, and I kind of want to end it just because of that. 'Cause
Nice.
it's funny.
It's
Nice.
not changing, so
It's not. Yeah, you guys are keeping it there, so I'm gonna wrap it up in 3, 2, 1. Let's see if it sticks. That's a bad way to put it. Yep, Titan wins with 69% of the
Wow.
vote. All right, nice, cool, okay. Not as far removed as Wesker was. Wesker was in the 80s, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So chat might be agreeing with you. Okay, so we have a third character in the thumbnail
Yeah.
that I don't think I've seen
Our
requested.
most
It just kind
requested.
of it is the most requested. Yes, yes, yes. That's right.
Easily.
That's right. It's the most requested fight against Homelander, not one that we came up with yesterday when we were just thinking like what would be a funny matchup. Um, can Homelander resist the urge of Milk to kill Miltank, the cow from Pokemon?
So I've heard that Whitney's Miltank is like a demon in one of these games. Am I correct? Like people have talked
Yes.
about this cow Pokemon as being a fucking
Yes.
monster.
Are you familiar with
Yeah.
this, Avi?
Yes.
You know
The
how it works?
second gym, and she rollouts you to death. Yeah.
What does rollout do? People are
It
is it
increases
just a
in
powerful?
damage, I think, twice over time.
Okay.
Like like it
Okay.
can be a max of 5 turns.
So it just keeps doing it, and you just keep getting walloped
Yeah,
harder and
you
harder and
activate
harder.
it, and a
Great.
Miltank rolls up into a ball and just slams into you over and over and over until it builds up so much
Yeah.
damage you're just done.
So I
The
feel
reason
like
why Miltank is specifically a problem in the game though is because Miltank also heals. You bring Miltank down all
yeah,
the way
right,
and then it heals up.
right. Is that milk drink?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Is the healing
Yeah.
move? Yeah.
Mhm.
I think that
Wait,
like
a milk
yes,
tank heals by drinking simply its own milk?
yeah, doesn't
Yup.
quite make sense.
Maybe?
Hmm.
Um,
I don't like that. No, not
do you have
for
an
me,
do you have an
Pokemon
image?
Company.
Do you have an image conjured in your head of
What's the
Miltank
image
curled
and
into a
just the
ball?
yeah. It's that. It's definitely but also drinking your own milk
What do you think it's
seems
doing when it's curling into oh no.
I
a
don't think it's
little
ever
weird.
Oh my
been
God.
animated either. Like, I'm kind of curious what it looks like in
That's
like
why
anime.
rollout gets stronger. Because it's having its strength regenerated and strengthened
Milk
by its
maxing.
milk that it's
Yeah,
currently
milk
drinking.
maxing, dude.
Miltank
Crazy.
Okay.
Miltank milk is like a healing potion in the game. Like you can get it
Yeah.
and it heals your
Yeah.
Pokemon. So yeah.
I think
Okay.
I think that literally just the kinetic energy of Miltank's milk shot from its udder would obliterate Homelander's fucking head.
Wait, does
I
milk
think
tank
it would
also shoot milk as an attack?
No,
Okay,
but
I was
not that I know of.
the
But I'm
healing
saying
milk also hurts.
hypothetically,
Like,
hypothetically, if it shot milk, the strength gap here is crazy. Miltank fucking rollout doesn't even need the full
The
5.
strength gap. What are you talking
yes.
about?
Miltank is an average Pokemon. Miltank is not. Are they all girls? That would make sense, right? It would
Yeah.
be strange if it wasn't.
I'm looking at the page.
Yes,
they're
100% female.
female.
Yeah. It's the counterpart to Tauros, right? That makes sense. It is not a legendary Pokemon, but even just like regular ass Pokemon, non-legendary Pokemon feats are fucking crazy. Rhyhorn is able to take down a fucking skyscraper with a tackle. Is it Pupitar? Pupitar? I'm gonna say Pupitar.
I say Pupitar.
yeah.
Pupitar? Pupitar.
Pupitar.
Was able
Yeah,
to topple a
Pupitar.
fucking mountain. Oh, go hurry, internet. Rhyhorn able to shatter a mountain. Dragonair. I remember this famous like feat, this page from the Pokemon manga where its Lance has like some Dragonairs and he orders them to hyper beam a city and they just they erase the city from existence. This is not Dragonite. This is just Dragonair, like not even fully evolved. Maybe you could argue like a really, really low level Miltank that is like, fighting fucking, first route Pokemon maybe would lose. But I think that if you get like a properly leveled, like fully leveled Miltank, it's gonna just obliterate Homelander purely via scaling to regular Pokemon.
Third degree with the $20 super chat mentions Miltank is busted not just because of milk drink and rollout. Its base stat total is high for second gym battle. Stomp can make an opponent flinch, which means their move doesn't go off. And with stab to boot. And on top of that, it can use attract. And on that note, I believe there's like a much higher percentage in Pokemon for your like starter, at least at this point, for your starter Pokemon to be male than female.
Yeah.
So attract would most likely target your starter, which is your best Pokemon in more cases than not, and just
Can
make them not able
attract
to attack Miltank at all.
work on
Oh
a
my God, so you can just
human,
make-
though?
So here's the
Like-
thing. I bet you anything it would work on Homelander because there is a scene in the show where he literally goes up to a no kidding like actual cow and milks it and drinks its milk like right after. So like I a bajillion times
That's right.
percent
Woof,
think he
Homelander.
would do that.
I also saw
He goes up
Vamalator.
to this Miltank.
I saw Vamalator say lasers versus milk, best beam battle since Shrek Burp versus Conquer Piss Beam. Yes, accurate.
I saw some people asking, would Miltank's milk heal Homelander? I believe. I mean, you
Um,
can't drink the milk yourself in game, so I don't
you
know if
can
it
you
Mm.
would.
can I believe I could be wrong. Someone in chat can well, I know you can do this with hard boiled. You heal another Pokemon in your team. This is something that happens in the overworld, but it takes away, I think, health from your Pokemon. Or from the Pokemon
Mm.
that's like healing. I know that happens with hard boiled, but
Okay. All right. I'm putting up
So,
the poll. I think we've said all we need to say.
well,
I think Miltank destroys.
Jangwin does say that in Pokemon Stadium 2, Miltank shoots milk as an attack, which is disgusting.
oh my god.
Then he would, yeah.
Just
It would be the
It's like
so
that
over.
stupid.
Homelander
So
Kung Fu.
over.
What's the jokey
for-
kung
but
fu
Wait,
do
what
movie?
attack is it? What attack shoots milk? Hang on. I'm looking at Miltank's like stat pool, right? I'm like, okay,
Well, it's from a
roll
stadium
out,
game,
defense
right? I think it's
curl,
just the animation.
Mm-hmm.
heal bell. You can just heal anyway. It doesn't even need milk. Headbutt, Zen headbutt, like a psychic headbutt.
psychic.
uh, high horsepower. What is this move? I don't remember this one. Oh, it's just like a charge. It's just like a she just tramples Homelander to death. And charm. I'm very curious what move in Pokemon Stadium has Miltank shoot milk.
rough.
Okay. With 88% of the vote. Oh my god, the biggest stomp, literally.
Biggest stomp is Miltank.
So far, Miltank uses the stomp move for 65% power and stomps Homelander to death. Okay.
We did earlier see Homelander versus 100 gorillas, which I must imagine he wins, right? Like, there's no way.
He would win that.
Okay,
he would
just
win
checking.
that.
Yeah.
Just checking. Okay,
Yeah,
so
but
he's got one.
The
Lock
whole
him in
point
for
of
one,
the 100
everybody.
gorillas is it's a normal human. You can't put that.
Yeah.
That doesn't
No,
work
but that
if
was a
it's
gorilla
stupid.
versus 100 people. Now it's a Homelander versus 100
They're
gorillas.
upgrading.
Yeah.
Batman versus 100
switching
gorillas.
it around.
Yeah, it's 100 gorillas.
Oh,
Yeah.
Unless one of them is a superhuman gorilla, I don't think it's our super gorilla. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Does anybody here? None of us know anything about Red Keeper, right?
No, I don't know anything about him.
Okay. Well, let's save that because that one comes up a lot. Hancock. Oh, Hancock comes up.
Yes.
I see. Gunner Guru mentioning Hancock. That's the Will Smith movie where he's like a homeless superhero. Whatever the fuck was going on there.
Deadbeat superhero, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like trained to be like a normal guy, but like there's some weird plot twist where it's like he's an alien or something. I can't remember.
The
what
second
fuck
half of
was
the
going
movie
on with that
sucks so bad.
Yeah.
It's so
What the hell
dumb.
was that again?
So like the story of what happens in Hancock is like him and another, I forget the name of the character that's the wife of Jason Bateman's character. But they're both angels that like were like put onto the planet and they were supposed to pair up, fall in love, and then age and die. But she didn't want to do that. She wanted to like have her own path. So she ends up hitting him, causing him to have like full on amnesia. And then they go about their separate lives. But because of like how they're I guess engineered, how they were like made, they always end up coming back together. Like somehow.
He's an
through
angel. I don't
enemies.
remember
It's
that
like
at all.
It's like Hawkman kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Hawkman and Hawkgirl, like they always reunite in some way.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with
I think-
Hancock.
Charlize Theron played the character. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember that part at all. Oh my god.
There's a scene in Hancock where Hancock draws a heart on the moon. And it's like the size of the moon.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And it's like red and glowing from heat. Yeah, he would fucking annihilate.
Does he even have
But
heat
him?
vision? How did he do that?
No, he just like I'm pretty sure just flew back and forth with like buckets of paint, or he just had a big thing of paint. Like, actually, how much gallons of paint would he have to like have brought over?
Wait, what? That's
A
actually a
lot.
speed feat, if anything. If he had to like fly back and forth with paint. Was it paint?
I don't think he has heat vision, right? Like,
I don't think he
how
does
did he do
either.
that?
How did he do that? What?
Yeah, how? Like,
Okay, wait, I'm looking
did
at the
he
calc
bring-
now.
I think he was gone for 2 weeks though, or something like that.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
And people would have seen him. They'd be like, "What's that weird quarter of a heart line up on the moon?" Like,
Yeah,
right?
they would have been a work in
Cal treats
progress
it like he's
phase. It's not
in
like a
charge. Well,
grand
actually,
reveal where he comes back down. And he's like, "Look what I've done," and she's like, "I know. I see the fucking moon every night. It's been
Okay.
ridiculous."
So the fetus specifically traveled to the moon, created a crater on it, painted a
yeah,
gigantic heart, and came back before anybody noticed the change.
yeah,
So he did do it. So he brought enough paint with him up to the
Yeah.
moon to do it all really quickly. And then everybody was like, oh, that's weird. Right. Because, yeah, there's
Yeah.
no moment where they're like, why is there? They just
No,
suddenly notice that the moon has changed.
Well, Hancock calls Jason Bateman and is like, "Hey, look up." And so he looks up. He apparently hasn't looked at the moon in like days, I guess, or weeks. And he looks up and he sees the full heart on the moon.
Well, I think that's the idea, is that like he does it fast enough that nobody notices enough to like for Jason Bateman to learn.
Right.
Right. So like maybe it takes a whole day. That's possible.
Mhm.
But like
Yeah.
I feel like it's got to be pretty quick. Either way, he craters the moon.
yeah.
Is
Yeah,
Homelander
which is-
cratering the moon?
No,
I
absolutely,
don't know.
absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely
Okay,
not. A small
I'm putting
crater.
up the poll. I actually thought that this one might be a Homelander win when I first saw it. That now I'm like, nah, man.
So, and there's another cool thing that happens in the movie. It's kind of random, but Hancock, he like fights with Jason Bateman's wife because they're like he's trying to understand what his backstory is. And when they fight, like an entire like city like size storm just like encompasses everything, and like tornadoes happen, and it's just like
Okay.
as an after effect of their like fight.
Oh,
Yeah, so
all right. I'm just gonna wrap up this poll here because this is Hancock's way stronger than I thought. Okay. If anybody here hasn't seen Hancock, it's fun. Watch the first half of the movie, and then you can dip out
stop.
after he becomes the Avengers or whatever the heck happens halfway through. Okay. I'm gonna look up Red Keeper because I'm not super familiar with him. What's another one that people have been requesting or talking about?
The one that I saw a lot was fucking Yujiro.
How would that
Which,
go?
I mean, look. I mean, Yujiro can't fly or shoot heat vision, so maybe there's something there. But if Homelander gets within like striking distance of Yujiro, Yujiro's gonna rip him the fuck apart. Oh my god, Yujiro's gonna demolish him. Some fucking. Were you guys here last week? Oh, he's gonna rip him apart with the all of his martial arts weird bullshit that he can do. Yeah, I think that they're probably comparable in terms of stats, but Yujiro just demolishes him in terms of skill. It would be like the Billy Butcher Soldier Boy fight, but like geared up to 11.
Okay. Should I even bother doing a Yujiro poll?
Do it. See what
Might
they
as
think.
well.
All right. Here we go.
Seen quite a few bright burns. I've seen people talking about specifically movie Green Goblin.
Oh, that's kind of fun, I guess.
That's fun, yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably win.
Movie
Homelander could
Green
win that.
Goblin?
Yeah.
Is
Sporticus.
very,
Emma.
very specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think we know
Sporticus?
if it was just like all comics Green Goblin, he's got that shit. But movie Green Goblin,
Yeah,
it might be a.
Well,
All right.
and you know what's
I'm
crazy
I'm looking at Red Keeper. So here's the thing. This is a Power Rangers spinoff, right? Or parody, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of idea, or like a Sentai parody.
Yeah.
Which means like I'm looking at the Ranger Reject Sentai wiki. He's got a dragon transformation. I assume this is the parody of like the Megazord kind of thing, right? According to the wiki, at least, this dragon transformation is able to take out multiple Rangers, fight a bunch of other keepers. Which means this is a guy who is has the capability of multiple Rangers, or at least the level of power that could take out multiple Rangers. And if these are Rangers at all comparable to Power Rangers in any way, I feel like this is a wash. I don't know. Am I wrong? Chat, let me know if I'm wrong. Also, Yujiro wins with 87% of the vote, obviously. Let me know if I'm wrong.
Less than
here.
Milk Tank. Closer than Milk Tank.
I just saw a real big throwback of Powdered Toast Man, which I haven't thought about in quite some
Oh,
time.
classic.
Am I wrong here, chat? Is this just like he Red Keeper transforms into a dragon and just annihilates Homelander?
Oh my god.
I don't know. Rancy Gaming just says you are wrong. Well, how am I wrong? Tell me how I'm wrong.
You're wrong,
It's
Ben.
a sword that turns to dragons. The Rangers are not comparable to Power Rangers. Okay. His name was spelled wrong. Don't know what you're talking about. Pictures. Next Berserker, dead wrong. But how am I wrong? What does he do? Can he? Let's create a Homelander versus Vecna from Stranger Things.
Oh my god.
I saw in here Homelander versus composite Ma and Pa Kent.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that'd go crazy.
Wait, they probably do have something that's
yeah,
crazy.
that's just like, do they ever actually? Do they get like Injustice super pills or something that makes them do this? Like,
the Injustice pills. There's probably some Silver Age comic where it's like, oh no, Pa somehow got into the Fortress of Solitude and drank my Superman serum.
Sure.
He's as strong as me.
I
he's
don't
like,
think the
"Whoa."
Kents have ever been like
Lois
the
Lane
Waynes
has. But
yeah.
Yeah.
So like Batman's parents have had all sorts of like
oh yeah,
they've been secret agents in the past and things like that, or Spider-Man's parents. I can't remember which. I don't think the Kents have ever had anything like that.
Mhm.
But I think the idea here wouldn't be whether or not they could kill him. It's whether or not Homelander would like change as a person just talking to them.
Right.
Right? If like, can composite Jonathan and Martha Kent chill Homelander the fuck out? Can they make him like finally be a decent person?
I mean, they were doing that with Superboy Prime in like a recent comic. He wasn't like he wasn't super crazy in it, but they were having a heart to heart with Prime, and Prime's nuts. So maybe, who knows?
I mean, if they can do that, like Prime is like Homelander times a bajillion. So
yeah.
Oh my god.
like so okay. We got to look into Red Keeper, and it sounds like that somebody mentioned that they're gonna be doing a pitch for Red Keeper versus Homelander.
Yeah.
Or at least a pitch with Red Keeper. So looking forward to that. So maybe Red Keeper could be, you know what? I'm gonna do a poll right now. Just to see what you guys think in chat about Homelander versus Red Keeper. Because like I don't know enough. Obviously, we don't know enough to like have a full discussion with Red Keeper right now. But I'm curious what you guys think, because clearly there's a lot of people in chat who do know. Is this like a match where Homelander could actually win? Red Keeper immediately starting with 80% of the vote. Is this one where Homelander could actually win? Is this the one? Or is it yet again another one where Homelander just gets washed? Let us know. Go ahead and vote in the chat. I feel like we've discussed a lot of characters, both like with polls and just from the chat. And so far, Homelander sucks. So
yeah, he's tough because he's like he does have like really impressive feats, but the thing is that he's a Superman kind of character, right? So he's always naturally going to be pitted against characters that are way stronger than him.
He's at the
He's
bottom
really physically
of his
more
very
like a
high
Batman.
tier, right? Like that's
Yeah,
kinda,
exactly.
Wait, what about Batman?
He's like more comparable to like a street level comic like Marvel
but that's
DC
what
character.
I'm saying.
with their
Homelander
stuff they
versus
have.
Batman.
Batman would
could
yeah.
Batman take down the Seven is a very fun idea. I don't
That is a
doubt
fun
that
idea.
he could for a second, but that's a fun idea.
Yeah.
That's a good cast. We should do that one day.
I know they're doing like a DC crossover or whatever, where Homelander's fighting Superman or whatever. It's like
Yeah.
but like the crossover that they should have done is, can Batman gets transported into the Vought universe? Can he take down the Seven?
I see
That's
one
great. I like that idea
in here that might be interesting. Lily Mandres again says, speaking of Lois, Chi-Chi versus Homelander.
What?
From Dragon Ball.
Why?
She's very low level Dragon Ball. Is that still better than Homelander?
Right.
I mean, Chi-Chi's still
Let's see.
strong enough to train Goten to become Super Saiyan. So, I mean, anyway, polls over. Red Keeper at this point at least wins with 63% of the vote. Homelander's still getting killed. You know what? Let's be real though.
Gilded said Jimmy Olsen a bunch of times. Jimmy Olsen's got to have the bullshit to deal with it.
Jimmy Olsen had a whole Jimmy Olsen had a whole comic book series by Jack Kirby where Darkseid was introduced. Like that's the level of shenanigans that Jimmy Olsen deals with on a daily basis.
Yeah,
So
the whole point of those
don't
comics
doubt
is that
Jimmy
it's
Olsen wins for a second.
crazy
A
shit
couple people
going
were
on.
mentioning a U.S. agent. What the heck's his name?
Oh.
Why am I blanking on that guy? John Walker.
Yeah,
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I actually like that a lot. Thematically, that's really good. He's street level. I mean, it does kind of lean into like the Soldier Boy sort of thing, because like that's very much like that character in a way. So maybe that makes more sense as a pairing, but also I doubt he would be able to survive a match with Soldier with a US agent. Yeah, I don't know. That's a fun idea, but and it does it, you know, the Soldier Boy thing comes into it in a different way. Cool. Okay, well, I think that'll do it for today. We did not come up with any matchup that Homelander wins.
I mean, versus 100 gorillas.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah. Homelander versus 100 gorillas.
1 Gorilla Grodd versus 100 Homelanders. There you go. You've scaled it up.
Over, right? Doesn't he just psychically control all the Homelanders to kill each other? He has no psychic.
Yeah, that's it.
Defense.
Instantly over.
Okay, well, that's the show. Thanks for watching. Stick around if you're a member for Champion Cast. Bye.
Yeah, we'll be jumping over to that right now. Thanks, everybody. We'll look into Red Keeper, I guess. Thanks, everybody.